Hey guys, welcome back. So today in today's video I'm gonna be reinstalling not my first wig. I reinstalled many wigs before, but I'm gonna be reinstalling a old wig. I'm basically almost revamping it because it had like a very hard time. So in this clip I'm showing you the Got2b glue spray that's really needed. So I started off by spraying the bald cap area right above my hairline where my edges are at. And I'm going all around because it's a frontal, not a closure wig. If it's a closure, you only spray the middle. So I'm making sure I'm getting in because if your bald cap is not late, then your wig is not gonna be that late. So I'm going in with my blow dryer on low heat because the high heat will literally burn the fuck out of your forehead. So now I'm going in with the Eben spray, the yellow can, because that one is the regular hold, and I trust that more when doing the bald cap method. So yeah, I'm just gonna go around, spray. Make sure you get the ear taps because the ear taps stick up and you will not be able to get those down. It's really hard. I'm gonna go in with the blow dryer again, as you can see. Burn. Now I'm gonna be taking my Expo marker. Use a Sharpie or any marker. I put the wig on so I could mark where the hairline is at on the wig and match it up to where the bald cap is at. I'm just gonna make small dashes above the hairline. Dash. And I'm gonna push it back, see if it looks good, and yeah. Now I'm gonna go in with my scissors and I'm gonna cut exactly where those dashes are at. You don't want to make the dashes too dark because then it could affect the process of you laying down your wig, and it will make the dashes will show more since it's spreading, since you're putting all of the cans of spray and everything. So I'm just going along that. You want to be careful with this because you can cut your forehead. I did many times and was bleeding. So yeah. So the reason why when I put the wig cap on, I do it over my ears, is because it gets a better hold when you're laying down the ear tabs. Now I'm just going to take the back and tie it on the top. Usually people tie it on the back. You could do whatever you feel. I just wanted to try this way. So yeah. Okay, so now you're going to go in with some alcohol and some cotton balls, and you're going to clean your hairline area because all of the glue and stuff and all of the Got2b glue spray. Now I'm gonna go in with some makeup from MAC Studio Radiance is what it's called. You could use powder makeup, anything. I decided to use this because this is the only thing that matches my complexion. So right here I'm just dabbing it on all over my head. I put it on my hand so I know not to put too much and not to put too little. You're mainly going to go around your hairline area, go around where the thing is at, because that's where the middle part is at, and that's where it matters the most. Now I'm going to go back in with the Eben spray to spray it to secure the makeup on my head and blow dry it. So right here, I'm going to put the wig on. This was a glueless wig, so they gave me the elastic band in the back, the girl I went to. And I'm going to clip it in the back. So right here, I'm just going to keep, this part was really struggling. You see, I was struggling. It wasn't trying to stay on my head. So the main key is to just put it back on your head to make sure everything lines up. So as you can see on the sides, the ear tabs are a little bit too long. So you're going to see me in the clip, cut the ear tabs and just cut it because it's uneven. And I'm just trying to make sure that everything is good. And yeah. So in this clip, I'm cutting the ear tabs because as I said in the last clip, it's a little bit too long. So I'm just going to cut it to where you can't see it almost. So that's how that cut. I'm going to cut it the first time and then realize that it's still too long and cut it at an angle as you see. Now in this clip, I'm gonna go in with my wax stick, and I'm gonna just push the edges and hairline back with the hot comb, just so when it's time for me to lay it down, the edges won't be in the way and it won't get glue or anything on them. Now I'm gonna go with my Eben glue, the black glue, and I'm just gonna start off with one layer all around. You do little dots, don't put too much, don't put a little bit. If it gets on your hair, you just take it off, because if you keep it on there, it will stay. Now I'm going to go in with my edge comb with the rat tail at the bottom. Now I'm going to just, spread it all around my head and just make sure that it's not clumpy. Because if you leave the glue clumpy on your head, then it will show in the after process, and I will show you what I mean by that. I'm going to go in with the blow dryer. Just blow dry until it's clear. I'm going to go back in with my second layer. I'm going to do at least 4 layers of this just so it could be more secured. I usually go in with 3 to 4 layers anyway, depending on how the wig is and stuff. But with this one, since I was struggling to even get it on my head, I'm gonna just go in with 4 layers. So this is layer 2.
Damn, little fucker, man, you know that I be killing shit.
So I'm with my 4th layer. This is my last time blow drying. And now in this clip, I'm just showing you got to make sure that it's sticky, well, intact, so it can be able to stick on your head. You can go back with the cotton swab and just go around it so the extra glue won't get on the lace, as I explained in the previous clip. This is very important. I'm going to start putting on the wig. You start from the front to the middle side, and then the last side you go to is the ear tabs, and you hold it down. Now, the reason why I said make sure the glue's not clumpy, because if you can see in the left corner, it looks like a sticky patch of glue. And yeah, it was pretty bad. So the glue didn't really get that, didn't really hold on the side. So I'm going to just go back in with that. Just 2 layers on each side, just so it could stick better. So after I went back in with the thing, I make sure to really blow dry. So you see on the side is white. You don't want it to be like that. Like if you're installing your wig, you do not want it to be a clump of glue, and that's where I messed up at. So now I'm just gonna take the comb. I'm gonna take the comb side and just comb it down so it can stick better. Now I'm gonna go with my elastic band. I got it at the hair supply store. It's probably only like $2, and this is it's a stretchy elastic band, and it goes all around your head about 3 times if you wanted to. So for during this part, when you put on your elastic band or whatever, you want it to really hold. Like, you got to make sure your head is so tight that you can't even, you feel me? You got to make sure it's like that so everything can melt properly. Now I'm just going to go in and start brushing the hair. I know the clips are pretty fast. It's because I made a 91-minute video into a 17-minute video. So those clips are going to be fast. But that's what this voiceover is here, so I could just explain to you. So in this clip, I'm just going back over after the thing is melted, after the lace is melted with the glue and everything. I'm going back over with the alcohol to try to get the gluey patch off right there, because it was a big chunk of glue. You could see it, like I'm trying to peel it off and it's just coming off so slow. So I just decided to go back in with the alcohol on that side and just hope for the best, honestly. Now I'm going to go in with the tweezers, and you got to make sure you have some sharp tweezers. So I don't really know. Yeah, again, I'm not a professional. I'm just reinstalling a wig just to reinstall it. So I just try to pluck the best way I can and just try to pluck the hairline area where the edges are at to make it a little bit more natural looking. This wig was installed by a girl I went to, and it was my first wig ever, so I didn't know how wigs supposed to look back then. So yeah, I'm still learning, so don't judge me. Right here, I'm just going in and making my middle part straight in perfection, so I know where else I could pluck at. And yeah, just make sure you line up your comb with your nose to your forehead, because that's where the middle of your head is at. And yeah, I decided to put my elastic band back on. I'm gonna go in with my wax stick and just wax the middle part. That's the wax stick I use. I'm just decided to go in with the hot comb and just hot comb it down so it could stay down. Now again, I'm not a professional, so I'm just doing what I learned best from YouTube and TikToks. But this isn't my first time reinstalling. I always started wig many times, but this is my first time recording it. So now I'm just pushing the hair back away from the forehead area of everything. I'm just gonna comb it back so everything could stay back. And in this part, I'm gonna keep plucking. Pluck. Don't pluck too much because you don't want it to be bald in the hairline area. But I'm just gonna pluck. And yeah. Okay, so here I'm going in with my makeup brush and I'm gonna go in with some more makeup. This is the liquid makeup. Again, you can use any makeup you want. I'm just gonna touch up the hairline area just to make it look more natural. So the reason why I look different on both sides is because the way, remember I told you the clump of glue, it makes it, since it's white and you put makeup on it, it's gonna make it like lighter. So you could tell the difference between both sides, how that side don't look too natural, but then the other side is starting to look, come together and start to look more natural. Again, you don't put too much makeup neither. So now I'm gonna go in with the Eben extra mega hold spray. This is the one I use. This is the spray that's gonna get you right. The red can and stuff, I would use it, but I feel like I want extra hold, because usually when I install my wigs, they last like almost a month because I use the extra hold products. So I use the Eben black glue and everything. So in these clips, you may be wondering what I'm doing to the edges area. When a girl did my edges, she didn't really do it the right way, so I had to revamp it again, like I said in the beginning. I learned this hack from TikTok. You basically go in a C motion. So every time you get your edge, you make a C to pull down the edges. Again, you don't pull down too much or nothing because you want it to look natural. So now right here, I'm just going to, what am I doing? Twisting the edges together so it won't get in the way. Now I'm just looking at the sideburn area. And I'm just going to keep going in a C motion, as you see right there, and making a big C. But again, your edges are up to your liking. I don't like mine to be too thick, but I want mine to be noticeable and kind of natural. So now I'm just making sure they match up together. But remember, when you're doing your edges, go and see swipe motions.
Damn, little fucker, man, you know that I be killing shit.
So now that I'm done, I'm going to go in with the spray and spray above the edges area. This is just to extra hold it even more. You want to do this rather than just spraying the edges and then having to pull down the edges after, because the more you spray that you use, it's gonna get clumpy and it's gonna, it's just, I can't really explain. If you put on a wig, you'll know what I'm trying to say. It'll get hard and it'll be harder for you to pull down edges. Now I'm just gonna go in with the elastic band and tie it on top of the edges again and use the blow dryer to dry it even more. Yep. So I had a little vibey moment. Like I started to feel myself like, yes, Patience, what you singing, sis? What you singing? I had a little vibe check because I started everything started to come out good. And when you look good, you feel good. So I'm just gonna take that elastic band off. I'm gonna, comb where the edges are not at, basically. Like, you're just gonna separate your hair from the edges. I'm gonna put that bad boy in a ponytail and a clip. And yeah. Now this is when everything started looking more natural to my liking. Now I'm gonna take my first edge. So in the beginning I did 3 edges, but I'm just gonna explain to you why I did it the way I did. So first I started off with the edge brush, combing it out, separating everything. And yeah. Now I'm gonna go in with my scissors, and you're gonna cut at an angle. Do not cut your edges straight. It's gonna come out awkward. I did it one time, it was bad. So you cut towards the almost the same way that you're going. Just don't cut it straight. You always gotta cut them at an angle. So now, after I cut it, I have the 3 edges right there, and I'm just gonna look at the sideburn. And you don't cut the sideburns too much because they're the sideburns. And yeah, now I'm gonna go in with my mousse. And they usually say don't use mousse on the lace when you're doing your edges, but it's what helps it stay better, in my opinion. Not stay better, but it helps you form the edges in a way. So I'm just gonna put the mousse on. I put too much, I put some in the hair, which is okay. Now when you do your edges, you're gonna swipe, you're gonna do them in C motions. I seen this in the TikTok. I promise you, I'll link the TikTok down below. She told me in the video, when you're doing your edges, C motions, make a C with your edges. And I'm going to go in with some edge booster, and I'm only going to put it at the root of the edge a little bit. Just at the top so it can hold down at the top and be more fluffy at the bottom since I don't have the flat iron. But remember, C motion when you do your edges, you see how it's coming out? It's coming out like a Jada Waiter edges, like, you feel me? Well, hers is way better, but just for this purpose, that's how you want your edges to look. I'm still doing my edges. That's crazy. I'm a perfectionist. So right here, I'm just going to go in with some tweezers, and I'm just going to pluck the edges a little bit to make it more natural for me, easier to do it. Because I don't know, I can't believe I'm still doing my edges. I just like everything to be perfect. And, you just do it to your liking. Don't let nobody rush you. You take your time. This is your hair. This is how you represent yourself. So you do what you got to do. Let me get back to y'all when my edges are done. Okay, patience. Okay, you slayed. Okay, look at those edges on that side. Look at those edges. I didn't show the other part for the purpose of me not wanting to make the video long, but not too much on the sideburns because I don't know how to do the sideburns. Were hard for me. So right here, I'm gonna just take my spray. I don't know what the hell was flying out of the can, but I'm just gonna take the same Eben spray, the extra mega hold, the gold can, and I'm gonna just put it above the hairline and put it on my edges so the edges could stay in formation like that, so I don't have to keep doing my edges every day. Now I'm just gonna go over it with the blow dryer. The same thing. I'm gonna put my elastic band back on, being aware of the edges, and I'm just gonna tie that, and then yeah. Reveal time. Take off that elastic band. Ooh, where's the lace? Look at those edges. Patience, you dead killed that. Like, I'm not gonna lie, for the first time of me trying to revamp something and trying to make it look better than what it did before, I did a really good job. So now I'm just gonna take the mousse and I'm gonna just put some mousse on top of my head. This is just to hold everything down for finalization, basically. I'm gonna go with that hot comb. You're gonna hear that sizzle. Hear that? You hear that? So yeah, basically during that part, you're just gonna keep hot combing the area so you can make the top flat and the rest things. Look, I'm feeling myself. Yes, girl, you look good. Going in with my continuous spray water bottle, spraying it. It's a loose deep wave wig, so you want it to be curly. You could either crimp it, do whatever you want. I'm gonna scrunch it up here to get the curls more defined, and that is gonna be the end of this video. Bye.